Here we go again. Here we go again. All right, so it's week 9 NFL, and I forgot what week it is in the other sports. But how about that Monday night football game? That was a nail biter. I pretty much thought the Pittsburgh Steelers were going to shut them out. That did not happen. Ended up being a very close game at the end. So, but congratulations for Pittsburgh. You know, I don't think Chicago was a huge threat overall, but look at the standings here. I got a lot of lag on my computer right now. Anyways, so it's an interesting matchup. So Pittsburgh is second AFC North, and, and they're still going to be a contender for the Super Bowl. I don't care what anybody says; they've already beat the Bills, which is not too good for us Bills Mafia, Bills fans. So, and we had a lot of interesting matchups this today. Check out this ball game. Ball State versus Milwaukee. Talking about college, which we're not really following, but interesting matchup. I think we have a girls basketball game tonight, women's basketball game tonight at University at Buffalo. But I'm out of the loop as far as college sports. So, anyways, I'm Sean Patrick Green, also known as Fudge. I'm here with the God Chaser Sports. We are 21 years old this year. I would say 22 if you want to count um, the years that Yahoo did not save. I'm eating candy bars. Is that all right? I'm gonna eat while I'm doing this whole broadcast. I'm gonna eat 100 grand. Look at that. I'll eat 100 grand and I'll make it the sound interesting. Some people that are ASMRs types, they'll enjoy it. So, anyways, we have a private group, 49 members right now. I kind of think we lost a few people. I thought it was 54, but anyways, we got a public group or public page on Facebook. Public Twitter account. We want to talk about God Chaser Sports stuff. YouTube page. Let's get to it. How did I do in football? Well, overall, I did decent, winning 6 out of 8. It's better than I've had in a while. Hope you're enjoying me chewing on this. Somebody join in. Join in this call. Every broadcast is a new link. Okay? So as soon as we join in, as soon as we launch, you're going to call. Log in on any device and just click your microphone, your speaker, and I have controls on my dashboard to bring people in. So let's just start with the GCSports 2000 link to sign on for Yahoo. Of course, I lost. Absolute Truth, Rising Sun, big game, big score. Absolute Truth with the biggest blowout. I could not defeat Thief in the Night, so moved down to number 8. Kept Thief in the Night number 1. I mean, look, my points are not too bad. I'm right there with everybody else. But Pittsburgh is what messed it all up by not blanking. Actually, Najee was on Thief in the Night. So with the combination of Najee and Steelers not shutting out the Bears, I couldn't win. So, anyways, good matchup. I go against Apostolic Preacher is Bishop or brother. Oh, sorry, I got this caramel in my teeth now. So I got that matchup against my rival here, Bishop Roberts. But looks like number 3, number 4 could be the game of the week. I think I'll stick with that. Rising Sun versus Absolute Truth. Both on a winning streak. Both pretty close in points. That looks like a good game of the week. So let's go with that one. God Chasers Bravo. I got this one. Nice work. Thank you. Confetti. I needed it because I'm still in the basement. I'm still in 8th place. And I'm still just under him, even though I just won, but I only won by 6 points, and he had points against me. So I'm sure I don't think he cares because he's not active. So who cares, right? So there you go. All the big guys won, moved themselves up top 4. That's what the playoffs looking like right now. All right. Game of the week. Another 3 and 4 matchup. And I'll pick that one as our game of the week. Rising Sun, Jesus Juice. Again, pretty close, comparative. Both on a streak of some sort. So we'll give them a game of the week. Bravo. Bravissimo. Charlie. By the way, I also watched the little hockey last night while I was watching Monday Night Football. Both Tampa Bay lost and Buffalo Sabres lost. Both my teams. Not good. Sabres were, they look like they could have done it, but they're not doing it, man. They're just not doing it. So I lost this week against the bottom feeder. And yet I still maintain my second place spot, which is good. Everybody else below me rised up a little bit, except for Six Seal went down 1. So I'm hoping to continue this streak. Playoff picture. I'm in it right now as a second seed, but this is it. Crunch time. Week 10. Can't believe it's week 10 in NFL already. Man, I feel like I just started the season. And of course, we got 17 weeks now. 18 weeks, 17 games. So that's it's a little extended playoffs this year. All right, 2nd and 5th. All right, so I like that one. Of course, I'm in it, but 1st, 10th, 7th, 3rd. Yeah, I'm gonna pick me versus 60 Seal. I had a bad week. We're comparatively even, and we're 1 game behind each other. That could flip if 6 Seal can do it. So game of the week. I'm looking like so far I'm gonna be doing it. Let's go to Delta, fourth place I'm in. Yay, and I win against the Cram. I don't think Crams really cares about his team here. So, but yet it was a close matchup. Very close. Jarvis got the blowout though this week. And top four right now are winners, winning streak. Bottom four are losers, losing streak. So who we got next week? 4-3. Oh, there you go. Game of the week. St. Michael, who's been on a hot streak of 8 wins straight against the Power, who had one loss before last week before. So looks like they could still I mean, Power is not going to advance past second place right now, but it could put a strain on Michael to maintain his top position. So good game of the week matchup. Delta, Echo, another win for me. And Joshua was in second place. Yay. I knocked Joshua off first place. So that's a good thing. And I wasn't the blowout for him, but Ezekiel blew out Mari. I'm on a hot streak. Look at that. 4 wins straight. Ezekiel's on 3 win streak. And coming back, man. Coming back. So that was great for me. Get out of the basement. 4-4. And there's your winners for the week. All right. Ezekiel's dry bones. Taking it over. And that's who I go up against this week. So, all right. I'm labeling that the game of the week. Me versus the top dog. All right. See what happens. See if the streak continues. What I'm really happy about is these 3 leagues that I do not run. I won them all this week. Surprisingly, I don't know how I did that in this week because I really thought I lost that one. I'm just going to go to that for recap sake. See how this went. Offensively challenged. That's what they call it. I had DeAndre Hopkins. How did I have him on off the bench? It's almost like somebody turned it. Bourne should have been up there. Huh. Interesting. So looks like both of us were really in bad shape, but McCaffrey got at least some rushing yards and receiving yards to give me some points, so that helped. So I'm glad to see McCaffrey back. He's the one that's gonna, I think, set me up for the rest of the season. But this one, I don't know what happened to DeAndre. Let's go check out what happened. Oh yeah, hamstring. That's right. I don't know how I missed that one, but thankfully I missed it, and yet I did pretty good. Projections were pretty weak for both of us. Well, we both were underperforming. So happy to see that. So let's just go right to the league real quick for you guys who do care, who likes to see what happens. All right. It's ninth place. All right. It's no big deal. I get over it. Just got me over the hump a little bit. I got my 1 game win streak going up against some Titans in this league. 125 points for Mad Mike, who also got the blowout versus the Lightning. So, and the insurers took out the league. He was a league leader, the Cram champions, and he took out the number 1 seed, brought him down to number 2. How about that? All right, so we're comparative. Ooh, Valley versus Cram. There you go. Game of the week. Of course, it's not my league, but I'll pick it anyways. That's going to be exciting to see what happens. Holy Ghost soldiers. Look at this. I beat the apples. They're heating up. Even though I had short of my predictions. So I'm winning season so far. 2-game win streak. Let's keep that going. My points are still could be better. Savage 150. Colts 150.5. Valley 147. And I'm at 119. So I'm gonna step that one up. And I'm not doing too good with this. The power is gonna overpower me, looks like, for next week. I don't think I have the one. All right, here's 2 and 3 going against each other. How about that? That's gonna be exciting to see that. But I don't know, man. It's gonna be a tough one this week. God, family Packer or God and football. I win. Yay! Knock off. No, every knee shall bow. Who is number one? Now he's number. Nope, he was number two. Still number two. But I took him out. Yes. Sometimes the underdog has to step it up and let his presence be known. But the Terps are the big dogs at 8-1 and playing against Monica last week. Took her out. All right. So I just made it easier for displaced Terps. I got to play Monica this week. And 1 versus 3, that's going to be a good one. I think Terps are going to take it. But 2 versus 4, that's going to be even a better matchup, I think. I don't know. They're both kind of even on that one. So, and there's your football for God Chasers football leagues, God Chasers Alpha through Echo. Let's just recap what happened in hockey last week. Real simple. So far, I got predictions. I took out number 4. So I moved up. We're only in week 4 in this one. We're starting week 5. So here you go. Doing all right. My points are kind of low. And how I beat I Serve Jesus, I don't know. Pretty decent lineup. So next week, let's see who's going to take who out. Okay, I Serve Jesus looks like they're going to win. Looks like I could win myself. And these bottom 2 are going at it. So 1 versus 2 is a game a week. And that's the battle for first place. So Ice Dog and 5 for Fighting. They're going to help me out, I think, get up to second place. Either one of them has to lose. So whoever loses drops down below me, which is great. All right, thank you. Thank you for that. And if I do even superbly, it might be even better. Bravo. Okay. Not too exciting. I could win this one again, so I'll stay at number 1, 4-team league. Ronald is right there with the points. Pagulaville, Iron Sharpens Iron. I'm 10th place. First place, Pagulaville. Third place in Christian Hockey League, which I don't run. But we'll just kind of show a little bit of this. There's the standings right now. And you can see I'm in the bottom here. Division 4, third place overall. Division leader, about 4 points. And top dog is the Royal Ermine. All right. So I got 11-0 right now. So that's going to bring me up even further. Thank you, Elroy, for not being so active. My division. It's going to catapult me. All right, good to see that. And then Armini is going to be, looks like so far, maintaining his number one spot. Okay, once again, that's the different league. That's not even our league. This is hockey. Jesus in the crease. I'm in seventh place there. But Jesus Freaks on Ice, that's one of our leagues. And this one I could lose. I could lose to somebody. I don't know. So so I got a viewer. How you doing? Whoever you are out there. And holler at your boy. It's your boy Fudge once again, also known as Sean Green. Sean Patrick Green if you're follow me as an actor. I use my full name, my full government. I haven't done much acting, but if you're on right now, log on to this in your smartphone, your desktop, your laptop, doesn't matter. And then I can bring you in and we can have a discussion while we review these scores. We'll hit up basketball real quick. All right. So last week, okay, I'm doing good this week. I won, so that's good. Got to crawl my way out of this basement somehow. And quite a battle with some of these. Look at them, the scores. I had the second most points. Looks like I could win this one, another bottom feeder. But these guys are going at it, number one and number two. So number three, no, number two, number three, they're going at it. So one of them's going to lose this week. Let's see how that works out. Bravo. I'm in second place. Yay. All right. Looks like I could maintain that at least in the top three, top four, actually. So interesting. There's only one inactive right now. And last week, Shackless Shoes is who I beat. And it's pretty close with some of these other guys. You don't know who's going to win every week, but this is only week 4 right now for basketball. Again, I'm not watching any basketball. I'm in college, so I'm not doing as hot as I could be in my information. So if you got any ideas of what's going on out there in sports outside of football, a little bit, we get hockey, stats, what's going on. And the Capitals, they took out the Sabres last night. But apart from that, we're not really paying attention. So I'm on a streak right here. Looks like I can continue to win. This guy, I don't know where he's coming from. So God takes Charlie Delta. Let's see what Delta's doing. All right, so look at that. So God Chaser Sports Delta. I'm in third place, and it's pretty tight. You're either 2-1 or 1-2. Crazy. So, and I had a marginal win last week. That's it. And a crossover. This one's the big league. I consider this a super league with 4 teams. I'm just kidding. So, did I lose last week? No, I won. 2-1, tie for the third place, first place. So, but the baller had some points. So, let's see if he's gonna match that this week. Which I don't know. Not too close. All right. So that's the God Chasers or GC Sports 2000 leagues. Okay, that was all hockey, baseball, all that stuff, or hockey, basketball, football. But this is the main leagues, and we'll start with basketball as well. Um, 4 leagues crossover. Fudge Manager, Star Wars, and Delta. So nothing happening there. I don't know why. This is the wrong one. Oh, yeah, this is actually the right one for Track Stars. Anybody is a Christian hip hop fan knows who Track Stars is. Look where I am at. I'm in third place overall. Two guys ahead of me are 8-1, and my buddy Quote is in this one. He's in fourth place. We are all division leaders, 6-3. That's great. And looking at my schedule, I do not play Quote at all for the regular season. So I'm hoping I get to see Quote in the playoffs. I think that'd be fun because we have Quote and I are in a league together. And look at that, Trackstar's got huge, huge 20 teams playing against each other. Let's get to the main one now. Okay, here we go. No comments, no private chat. We're good. All right, football. Let's go to hockey. Or no, go to basketball. Okay, so there's my standings right now. Ninth, second, ninth, fifth, third, eighth, first, second. So I'm doing pretty good. Let's go to the crossover league. This is the Super League for real, though. This is the league of everybody from other divisions, other leagues over the years that they've competed in. We've crossed them over into one league, and it's a play on words, obviously, as a crossover. I'm undefeated. Bam. It looks like I can continue that streak. Old school A's in my division. Not doing too well. So Lockport, Lemke, he lost the game, but he's got some points, and his division is kind of, in the slump. There you go. And let's see who won last week. Wyoming beat Dakota. That was both of them were desperate. They both needed that win. And Yao beating Old School. Yao with the points. Look at that. And Wyoming. And Jeff A., who's in first place. So the game of the week here would have to be right here. NC Elite and Vegas Hitmen. Because I think NC Elite took out Vern Lemke. So that's the big one. Okay. Veterans. I'm in first place. One chord B-ball jam. How about that? We're going backwards today. All right. Scruffy Nerf Herders had an 8-1 last week against Old School A. Not doing too good, Mr. Old School. 5-4 against Vern. That was me. And the league champ went 3-6 over. Wow. Versus ND 21. So quite the matchup. All right. So Nerf Herder was just blowing it out. It's a good game. Good matchups this year. Space Jam beating PB, another champion. Actually, no, he didn't win this league. Okay. We're gonna record B-Ball Jam 2. Here we go. So that's where we're at now. Once again, you can log on to WordPress GCSports2000.wordpress.com. Check out all the details. I update this as much as I can. I think I already just updated it now. The vlogs will have a link for all of these recaps if you want to look at them. If you're a nerd like me, you like stats. So that's that. And again, all the links are here. Our story, everything's on here. Here's the links for the top. We got the groups. God Chaser Sports group. It's the main one. God Chasers Sports Facebook page, the Twitter account, the YouTube, and of course, getting back to fantasy sports. So we just went to One Accord B-Ball Jam 2. Now let's go to One Accord B-Ball Jam 1. And I'm on top, my division, 6-3 against 2. I played Rocks Brigade. That's a big win for me. That was huge because Rocks Brigade and I have always been going battling neck and neck. Me in the actual championship, and I was third a year before that. So for me to beat the defending champ is a big deal for me. So I'm excited about that. Big, bold, bald, blessed. Lost to Ozzy. Ozzy's another former champion. So, but again, my man Brian is not active right now because he has a job, whereas I'm not working. So I'm going to school. But I stay on top of this as much as I can. This division is the biggest division right now, I think, though. Could be where the champion comes out of this year. Most active right now. They do a lot of shit tradings, and it could be me or Ozzy. Hot Rod has got the hot streak right now. So, and it looks like it can continue that streak. So we'll see how he turns out. So we've changed it up quite a bit. We kicked out a lot of people and added new people. Fresh blood, people that are active, helps out. And we'll probably call this league again for next year. So HGA Saints and I are kind of close. Who knows what's going to happen on this week? All right, B-Ball Jam. Gospel of B-Ball. Here we go. Chalmers stays on top, even with a tied game. Transformers, I took them down. Chalmers, number 1, number 2. That was a good game. And they both stay in number 1, number 2. But right behind them is these two guys. Look at that. What a weird ending to a week. Chalmers all the way to the top 4. 5-5, 5-6, 5-6. And they were matched up against these guys. So that's weird. Number 1 through 4. That's crazy matchup. Me, on the other hand, I'm rising up. That's right. Took out Transformer, and I'm going to take out Daryl. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Want me to eat another 1,000, 10,000 grand, 1,000 grand candy bar? Try to talk while I'm chewing on caramel or caramel, depends on where you're going. Okay, I'm playing against one of my all-time rivals in most sports, Lockport Vern Lemke, who's in 5th place. And I'm trying to scratch my way out of this basement here. I lost to, I think, McNasty last week. Yep. So Turkey's got a win, kept him in the top 4. PS or Sam 104 is victorious. 7-3 win last week. Wyoming win took out the number used to be number one, Sarah Saints or Germano. That kept him back in the standings. And then Vern took out Space Jam and brings Space Jam all down to the bottom. Yikes. Vern needed that because he's been kind of struggling a little bit. And there you go, week 4. So week 3 basketball is not much going on. All right, final 2 leagues for GCSports. All right, look at me up top there. I'm second place. I'm feeling pretty good, pretty confident. All right, thank you for being fans. Yahweh glory. Turkey, Yao, Vern, longtime rivals. Andy Roberts, aka Bishop Roberts. What is up with that? Can't even. I don't even know what to say, man. Adrian Bedierson is on YouTube watching. I don't know. Is this a league that you're in with us, or you're just asking for questions? Ooh, you're asking Dak, Harris, and Jarvis for Eckler. Well, Jarvis has not been a big factor, so I don't even know about that. Eckler is a productive running back, but Harris is probably just as equal, in my opinion. So I would say no because I mean if I had Eckler and you were going to trade those players to me, I wouldn't care much about Jarvis, but I don't know, Dak and Harris. They depends on who my quarterback would be. If I don't have a good quarterback, then yeah, maybe I would. Um, I would say no, just because you just never know. Right now, San Diego's coming back, so that's my answer. It's my answer. I'm sticking to it. So call in. Call in if you want to. All right. So I'm in top, man. I'm feeling pretty good. I think I'm the defending champ. Yeah. This could be my 3rd year being a champ. This is an active league. This is no joke. I'm not playing with a bunch of wannabes here. These guys are the franchise expansion teams here. This whole Division 2. These guys are the longtime players that I defeated 2 years in a row. And look where I'm at. Doing pretty good. Q's in a house. I'm surprised he's in that position. I just might win the West this year. And finally, the Eastern. Look at that. Not too bad winning last week. Who did I beat? Yao. I'm sorry, Yao. Sorry, not sorry. So there's a standings right now. Again, except for Debo, Division 2 are all the expansion franchises, and they're all very active. Division 1 are the long-time rivals, and they're fairly active. So Bishop Roberts on top of this one with Ozzy right behind him. And JC number 1 Truth is on the other division. Looking pretty good. So another competitive league. I like it when leagues are competitive. To me, it's a much more fun. Bigger rivals, bigger games, more important stuff. All right. Veterans, we got God Chasers and Jesus Freaks 2. Not so hot for me, but I'm still 3-1. Not bad. This week could be another 4-1. See, I'm in fourth place. All right, I'm not going to complain. Fourth overall, division rival Vern is in there. Yep, looking good. It looks good. All right, so that's the East. No, that's the God Chasers Jesus Freaks 2. Here's God Chasers Jesus Freak 1. This one I'm not doing good. 10th place. I'm on the bottom. I just did a trade with somebody. I think it's could have been a bad trade too. Who knows? But this is my division rival here. And my points are pretty bad. So I'm playing against him this week. I lost to Bobby B. Hmm. So there you go. Playing my rival, division rival. All right, I'm in first place and got in the Veterans League, which is real veterans. So, all right. So I got Matt. What's up? Hey, bro. What up, bro? Is good question. I mean, right now they're trying to stack that, you know, running back position. They don't know who's going to be, emerging victoriously, even though Adrian Peterson came in, got a touchdown. He's not like the lead rusher yet for that team. So, I don't know, man. That's to me, it depends on who else is on your roster. If you have like, nobody as a running back, I wouldn't drop McNichols because he could step it up at any time. At least for the next 8 weeks, they're even talking about Derrick Henry might come back for the final 5 weeks of the season. Who knows? But I wouldn't drop him. If you don't have Adrian Peterson available, just keep him. Keep him as a running back 3 or 4 if you have better running backs, just in case. So that's just my opinion. Hope that answers your question, Matt, over in YouTube. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe. While you're over there. Eckler, or Cordell's great. He's a receiver and the running back. Keep Cordell, keep Eckler, and I don't know about Delvin. That's his first name, right? I don't know why I'm asking that question. Delvin's a different runner, right? No, that's Delvin Cook. You got a great running back core. I'm sorry, Matt. So I would stick with keeping those guys. And again, you have Delvin and Eckler's running back. Keep McNichols for running back 3, and Cordell will be your alternate running back and or receiver or flex, depends on how the leagues are set up. So, keep them. You know, keep them for next couple weeks to see what happens if Peterson's going to be the main guy or not. That's important to just watch what's going on. Hope that answers your question. Remember, you can always call. Yeah, brother, no problem. That's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for, man. I'm here to have fun. We'll have some conversation. Again, make sure you subscribe to that and spread the word about the YouTube channel for us. Again, we're talking about sports, and football is probably my bigger expertise. The others I'm not too savvy on. So we would need some of you people that are basketball, hockey, and baseball freaks with your knowledge. So I think I went through both of these. Yep, Hockey. I got a Pagulaville. All right, so final three, hockey only. Um, Recap. So I'm in fourth place here, and looks like Seville Preds is kind of struggling to stay right there because he's got 45 points, but you just never know. Claremont, Lemke, myself, we're all above 40. So, but looks like nighttime could be surging here. We're in week 5 in the NHL. This is where we're at. So, Cutthroats, all right, it's a pretty good rival we had over the years, but he's inactive, so hopefully I'm going to take him to town. It's good matchups this week, though. Good matchups. So, like to see Predhead and Lemke, see how that works out. And this one looks like a good close matchup too. All right, one more. Let's get to the recaps here. All right, this is what we call the God Chasers Hockey League International. French Connection, second place, fourth place, second in my division. Took out Will Bethlehem, who's inactive. And it's a good matchup. Lemke and Blues. That was a good result. That was a great matchup between these two. Blues is the defending champ. Lemke is won it twice. Been in it a couple times, 3 times. So Black and Blues won their first championship last year. First time attending. So and Alberta Clippers. That's Bowen from Alberta, Canada. So he's active. It looks good though. It looks like this division here is they're serious, man. Wonder for Zeal, he wants to get back in the mix. So and they're gonna smash that one, I think. All right. So number one, number two again this week. There it is. Defending champ versus Alberta Clippers. Good matchup. I like seeing competition, especially the top four in every league seems to be what's hot. You know what I mean? Here's the God Chasers Hockey League West. I'm in second place. Did I win this one last year? Nope. I haven't won this at all. Never. So for me, being in second place is, it's a thrill. Even though I lost to the Bread Man, 1-7 last week. Yeesh. And I'm not doing too good against the on thin ice. So I'm not gonna. I don't look like I have a chance to keep this going this year. I don't know. So it was a terrible, terrible loss. Giants, Giant Sharks, Liberty Flames, Blue Line Checkers on thin ice. I can't believe this. I can't believe that matchup on thin ice being that dominant over Lemke this year. Interesting. And finally, God Chasers Hockey League East playing. I'm in second place again. Had a 10-0 win against the Bombers, who bombed. So thank you for that. Thank you for letting me elevate myself in that league. And I have another division rival. There you go. So there we are. Bishop Roberts on thin ice. Yahweh and Ontario Mavericks. There's your top four. And there's your week's matchups. So being week 5, I'm not in hockey is the same thing. I don't really have a game of the week really until it starts getting closer to the middle. Finally, here's the football last week. Another poor performance on my part, winning only 4 out of the 8 leagues. Not too good. Hit this right now. Boo. All right. So the rookie league is the dominant teams right now. Do this so you can see this a little bit better. Yeah, okay. One streak goes to RJ, 7 games in a row. Look at that. That's amazing. Lemke stays on top of his division marginally as Aspire is trying to make his rebound. Super Broncos is right behind Old School A. Look at that. Super Broncos. 43 moves. I don't know how he's doing it. Must have had a really good draft, and I don't know what was the draft day projections. I was projected to be in last place. It's terrible. And so was the Broncos. So they made a lot of changes. Yeah, so he's working hard, man. Trying to keep himself. He's in 7th place now. That's great. All right, let's get to. Oh, I didn't do the game of the week here. Let's do the game of the week. All right, I know you can hear me now. Scanning, 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 scanning right here. RJ versus Old School A. Division leaders going head to head. That's a good matchup. I like it. Division 2 versus Division 3. I think R&J's got it, but still, that's my game of the week. Veterans. Yes. Of course, L's not really a factor, but have any given Sunday keeps me on top of the division, and I got to play one more division rival. Lemke's already got 3-1 in his division. Terrible Titans remains undefeated. Look at that. Amazing. All right, so there's my win. And it was the biggest blowout of the week. Game of the week in the Veterans Division. All right, Gridiron Lions inactive, so I got another win. Bannerman Debo, it's always going to be a good matchup. Gridiron. I kind of like this matchup here because Gridiron is active. NC's always trying to win. That's going to be the game of the week right here. Gridiron versus NC. Assassins versus NC. NC's trying to make his comeback. Look at that. 9-0 and already has clinched the playoff spot. That's crazy. The Titans. So playoffs come up December 14th, week 15. So that dominant. Wow. It's crazy. Guess who I got to play next week? 2 weeks. And then my division rival. For the win, that's going to be. I'm excited about that one. Yes. All right. So that's your division. That's the big division rival between myself and Lemke. That's going to be great. Guy Chaser Football League. There you go. Look at that. Staying in the running. Look at that. I'm in 5th place now. 4-game win streak. So God Chasers Football League established 2000. That's why I have GCSports 2000 as the Yahoo ID and amongst other options. Not a big scoring day for me, but it's enough to beat the division champ or division leader for the West. Yes, I'm picking my nose. Sorry. The West is still seems to be locked up here for Wyoming Wind, but you'd never know. Bannerman 8-1. Still got to play us two competitive geeks right here. So that's going to be a great end to the season. See how that works out. But he's running it. He's running the table. NC is another one. Got to watch out for these two. So NC took out Bannerman. So I'm talking about that was the game of the week last week, and rightfully so. Numbers, Ottawa. There he's Scott Family Packers not doing too well. Yao got a win. Good for her. All right, game of the week. Huh. Number 2 versus number 3. Another division rival. Division leader head-to-head game. I like it. I'm going for that one as the game of the week. NC versus Rough Riders. All right. Final 2, and we're done. I lost to Chalmers again. In this division now. Or this, yeah. I'm 2-7. No shame in my game. I'm still active. Amazing Grace, Mr. Chalmers, trying to claw his way to his divisional run. The Jesuits. Finally, Joe, Mr. Jesuit, has taken over his lead, his division, and he's the resurgent. Backtracking, Jesuit since 2010 was always in the championship 3 years in a row, 5 years in a row, and haven't seen him since 2014. So it's good to see the Jesuit, Mr. Joe, back at it. But my division, there's no hope for me this year. So most wanted, Jesuit. Oh yeah, took out one of my division rivals. He's still in running, 5th place. Um, Psalms with the biggest blowout of the week against the defending champions. That's surprising. Pretty bad week for him. I'm curious. Let's go look at this game real quick. I got Matt. Thanks, Matt, for joining us. Okay. Coop, CMC, and Knox for Waller, Cook, and Mike Williams. That is crazy. Knox is still wishy-washy, so I can't put him with Waller. Cup is on his game, and Cook, both of them two are still running it. I say no for now. I would just do maybe Coop for Williams would be manageable. And I don't know who a CMC is. What's the PPR league? I don't know what that means. We're going to get back to that in a second. Trilly SEB. If you can, just also subscribe. Appreciate that. Subscribe to the YouTube and like it because we're trying to eventually build that up. Build our YouTube presence. We're going to have more coming up, so it's going to be exciting. So, yes, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And again, the links are everywhere. I'll get to your question again, Troby. I don't know who CMC is. Oh, okay. who's winning point per reception. I got you. Sorry. Um, you got to help me out here. Sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about. Um, and then CMC, you got to explain to me what that means. So, man, Knox, like I said, he's shaky. Knox is shaky, so I don't see Knox doing a whole lot right now, especially with the way the Bills have been playing the last couple weeks. Oh, Christian McCaffrey. He underperformed. He's usually like 15 points or whatever, and they dropped him down to 10 or to 9 points, and he just overperformed just enough at 10 points for one of my leagues. I don't know how to compare that to other leagues, but um Christian is been he's been injury prone. He blows it out for 5 weeks and then 6 weeks he's out. It's like so it's shaky. So I really don't know if I'm ready to gamble on him at this point. Not for Cook, anyways. Cook is consistent, I think. Mike Williams consistent, and Waller's consistent. So those three will be a good acquire if you're on the receiving end. But if you're trading your Coop Knox, or if you're receiving Coop, McCaffrey, and Knox, um, I would say no. Coop's got a good chance, but I think Waller, Cook, and Williams is really the best out of those two, in my opinion. So hope that helps you out there a little bit. So I'm just curious on one of these matchups. The defending champ from this league here, by the way. Let's see. Well, that's it. Oh, Kyle Murray. That's why. He didn't change his quarterback before the game. Ben Roethlisberger would have given him 16 points in that place. And still, that wouldn't have been enough. With only 49 overall. That's crazy. Arizona would have had more points in defense than, not by much. Oh, no. Against Dallas, yeah, definitely. So, but Lamar Jackson is the big guy that week. And Taylor blew it out um, against the Jets the other Thursday night. So, interesting. Great matchup. So, game of the week, let's say, I got to run here. Jesuit versus Most Wanted, my division rival. I think that's a great matchup. That's going to determine who's got the juice in the league. Both pretty high scoring. Amazing Grace is on the comeback, as always, trying to take over his division. So, all right, I got to hurry up. My daughter's coming off the bus shortly, so I'm just going to make this last Christian World League as a recap. All right. Yay, I won. Chalmers lost to, I think it was Lemke. Yeah, last week. Yeah. So Lemke stepped it up, taking his role. I stepped it up 3 games in a row now, winning against a division rival. But Lemke's got the points. Sin City beating Sunday Night Lights for the biggest blowout. And pretty interesting week. A lot of people injured, a lot of people sitting. Center of retention, that's second week in a row that you lost. That's a crazy stat. Game of the week. Let's just look at it real quick. I'm going Lemke versus the Raiders. These two guys are very competitive. So there's your game of the week. Here's what do I got left? One more. This is the Fudge Bowl, and I lost. The third day. Third day is making a resurgent with one game. His whole division lost the game. My whole division won, and I lost. So just tearing me up, man. Biggest blowout. Water Walker taken out Yao. Look at that. This intra-divisional champion game. I'm just tired of being the loser. So listen, guys and girls, thank you for watching. It's been a good time. And game of the week for Fudge Bowl, and then we're out. Number 3 and 4, Quote versus Water Walker, division rivals. Who's going to be the champion of the division and of the Brownie division? Who knows? MC's got to play me next week. Hopefully, I hurt him a little bit. It's going to be fun. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube. Friend me. All that stuff. You know, it's all on here. GCSports2000.wordpress.com for all your links. All right. And subscribe. We only got 3 subscribers right now. We need more. We want to let's have a bigger conversation. Thank you for the new subscriber. Just let's have more conversations. Join me on this chat, streamyard.com. And the link will change every week. So you got to tune in as soon as I start broadcasting. All right, guys, I'm out. Have a good one.